Good day, everyone. My name is Corey Seamster. Today, I'll be sharing information I learned on cyber warfare in the Chapter 88 of the online book Encyclopedia of Cyber Behavior by author Zhang Yan. Cyber warfare is defined as the unshaped aggressive actions to exploit digital communication technology of the fifth domain to illegally and secretly access or collect information with the intent of misuse for political or military reasons. Cyber warfare dates back as early as the 18th century, with Greek roots using the expression cyber. Cyber warfare and digital disruption information flows were commonly used by the science fiction writers who later said to have created the cyberpunk culture and used the words or phrases cyberspace. From the late 1940s through the 1960s, the continued theme surfaced in literature from scholars and writers that focused on futuristic civilizations with advanced communications and a dependency on technologies that later became prevalent in modern-day societies, especially with the creation of the Internet. The Advanced Research Projects Agency network was developed by the U.S. Department of Defense during the 60s as a fail-safe communication network for government entities and education institutes because the U.S. feared that a possible nuclear attack from another country could disrupt pre-established communication flows. This led to what we know today as the Internet. From the beginning of its time, concerns were raised over the safety of transmitting information in digital form from the national and subnational levels. At the national level, the U.S. DoD was concerned with securing state secrets and operational materials, while at the subnational level, the biggest concerns were individual privacy, security theft, cyber theft, business espionage, and more major disruptions of services. With concerns in mind, hackers began to surface in the 1970s from a variety of radical groups like the infamous Weathermen, students of Democratic Action, and even the Black Panthers. Since the early record of cyber attacks, it's noted that the reasons for attack range from political motivations, ideologies of how best to transform a society, and even attempts by adversaries to find weaknesses in military defenses. In 2008, the military's cyber infrastructure was disrupted by a malicious code-infected flash drive in the Middle East, which impacted both classified and unclassified systems. This marked a major turning point in U.S. cyber defense strategies. Over the years, experts say thousands, if not tens of thousands, of high-profile cyber attacks have occurred. They say this is just the tip of the iceberg, most of which go unreported for undisclosed reasons. It's mentioned in the article that not all threats come from large country adversaries like China or Russia. Instead, non-aligned shadow groups such as Anonymous initiate them, impacting our infrastructure and others severely. Also stated in the article, in the 21st century, bits and bytes are as threatening as bullets and bombs. Scary, huh? I would definitely consider it, yes. In response to the increasingly damaging cyber attacks taking place on a global scale, our Department of Defense has developed a cyber strategy to ensure the safety of our nation overall, from national and subnational levels. According to experts Gorman and Barnes, if the loss of life or destruction and disruption of key parts of our infrastructure is caused by a cyber attack, the U.S. government will respond as if it's an armed attack on the country. To show the type of damage the U.S. is capable of doing on adversary cyber attacks, let's look at the cyber attack case in Iran during the late 2009 called Stuxnet. This attack set Iran's nuclear development plans back at least 3 years. As a result, worldwide critics claim that America might be practicing a double standard when it comes to cyber warfare. What do you think about this claim? Basically, claims another actions as an act of war and then turn right around and do the same as a covert action? What? The cyber attack on Iran's nuclear facilities was a declaration of war. And that Stuxnet is the new face of the 21st century warfare. Invisible, anonymous, and quite devastating to say the least. If cyber technologies continue to grow at a rapid pace, then how are U.S. policymakers going to update the laws that govern their use? And how can we ever prevent things from getting out of hand? Well, leave it up to the U.S. as we've taken it into our own hands. One strategic expert at the U.S. government states, a solution for this is called the Internet Kill Switch, which is a bill passed by the U.S. Congress, which gives the President of the United States the power to shut down the digitally connected nation if it comes under attack. Overall, future researchers will be looking closely at the trade-offs governments will make regarding security and individual liberties and freedoms of Internet users. Additionally, it's critical that we keep our eye on advances of our adversaries' capabilities in the cyber domain as well. If you like further detail on the topics discussed, here's a list of references for your support. Thanks for listening, and until next time, have a good one.